Okay, everyone. Hello, hello, my beautiful YouTube community. This is Jing here from Authentic Energy, your favorite body confidence and personal wellness coach. As I promised, I am going to come back here at 6 p.m. every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday, to go live and also hang out with you guys, let you guys ask me questions, and also for me to share like the tips that I know, all the goodies with you guys. So I hope you guys love like my setting here today. I'm just sitting on the ground literally because those of you who have been following my channel, you know that not too long ago, like about half an hour ago, I just finished a live workout with you guys. Okay, so go back to it and watch it. So I haven't changed. I just quickly basically moved my camera, my lights over to the other side of the room and just decided to like prepare a little bit and give you guys the tips on how to get glowing, healthy skin like mine. Okay, I'm not here to brag. It's not about me. It's about you guys. So let me know. Okay, those of you who are tuning right now, let me know where you're tuning from. Okay, what country, what city, and thank you so much for tuning in and hang out with me live here every Friday. Okay, so I just want to share from my wellness experience as a wellness coach and also, as a health and fitness coach. What are the main key ingredients in actually getting yourself a healthy, glowing skin? Okay, by the way, when I talk about skin, I do feel that I do have some credibility to talk about it because I do have good quality skin and I'm not wearing any makeup. So I do want to share with you guys what kind of secrets that you can keep. What are the skincare secrets that you can actually have and adopt and also implement for yourself so that you can also have that healthy, glowing skin. All right. So those of you who are tuning in now, just let me know in the chat box, in the comment where you're tuning in from. And if you're new to the channel, this is the channel where I talk about everything that is good for your body, good for your body confidence, and also good for your health and your fitness and nutrition. And if you're a Herbalife nutrition user like myself, then this is the channel. This is your go-to channel. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the formula. You want to write this down. Okay, if you're taking notes, if you're writing things down, you want to write this down. The formula for good skin is, I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can see 70% inner nutrition and 30% outer nutrition. This is the golden formula here. I want everybody to remember because a lot of times when it comes to skin, the instinctive reaction for a lot of women is what brand of cream you use, what kind of skincare you use. Can you recommend a good skincare brand to me? Actually, since I kind of remember when I started using some skin, facial cream and all that, I realized it's actually not about, how expensive your skincare is. It's not about what kind of like caviar lotion that you use. At the end of the day, 70% comes down to how you're nourishing your body, what kind of food you're feeding your body, what you put into your body on the inside, right? So 70% comes down to how are you feeding your body, the inner nutrition. Okay. And then 30% is about external influence, like, how are you hydrating, your skin? How are you keeping your skin moisturized? And also, like, are you using anything that is like contains too much chemical, too much alcohol and things like that, right? So these are the things to like take into account. Now, before I get into this, right, I also want to mention, like those of you who are taking notes, I do want to mention about this 5 key elements. So I have mentioned about the big, formula here: 80% inner nutrition and 30% outer nutrition, right? So now let's break it down. And also, I want everybody to write down NEROH, Nero, okay? And each of them stands for a key ingredient here. Okay, so while I'm having said this, I just want to put into perspective that everything that I'm sharing with you guys here is based on my own personal experience and also based on the clients and the students I've been having in the past 6 years of wellness coaching, and also based on their results. Okay, so everything that I know that works well, I pass to my community, I pass to my clients and my students. All right, so that's why I can tell you guys confidently everything that I'm mentioning here works. All right, but obviously everyone's body is different and everyone's lifestyle, climate is different. So, so that's a disclaimer I want to make. Okay, so NEROH. Okay, so to get a nice, glowing, healthy skin, it does come down to these 5 main factors. Okay, so the first one is N stands for nutrition. Okay, having good nutrition, having balanced nutrition, having good nutrients in your body matters a lot. Why? Because when you eat well, when you have good nutrients in your body, it helps your body's cells regenerate. It helps your cells become healthier. So when your cells become healthy, then obviously your skin glows, right? Because our whole body, our entire body, including your skin, are made up by trillions and trillions of cells. So again, we're talking about cellular nutrition here. So when you feed your cells with a good nutrition, okay, your cells become happier, they become glowing, they become healthy, and obviously as a result of that, your skin becomes healthy and glowing as well. Right? So this is why the first thing that I want to mention to everybody is the nutrition. Okay, nutrition is number one. Okay, which is why it says 70% is inner, right? Inside. Okay, so let me know in the comments, if anyone here is going through any sort of like skin issues, or if you have any concerns like acne and all that, right? I'm more than happy to like give you guys some like advice based on my own experience. So first thing is nutrition. The second thing, E, stands for emotions. Emotions plays a big part on your skin, believe it or not, right? So I don't know how many of you guys have heard that, your emotions are actually directly influencing your physical body. Okay. And also, a lot of you guys have heard me talking about TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. And in our culture, in the Chinese medicine, we talk a lot about emotions because emotions are a type of energy, right? Emotions are actually energies in motion. So when we're talking about emotion, obviously think about, the times that you're stressed, the times that you are pissed off, the times that you're agitated. Whenever you're in low vibration, when you're actually in down, like a low emotion, this is when something can kick in into your physical body. And when you start to experience things like sleeplessness, you experience like constipation, you start to experience a lot of breakouts, right? So this is why I want to bring your attention to emotions. E stands for emotions. Okay, so remember, those of you who are taking notes, write it down, write it in the chat box so that everybody can, share the notes. Emotions plays a huge part. So obviously, it goes without saying that, the happier you are, the more you can keep yourself in a positive vibration, the better your skin condition can be, right? So I encourage everybody to obviously stay in positive vibrations as much as you can. And obviously, this is life. We can be like happy, jolly, joy all the time, right? Of course, there are times that we are sad, there are times that we're angry, but it is about how quickly you can bounce back from being low vibration back to being happy and in positive optimistic mode. Okay, so emotions play a big part. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have experienced this before. Like, maybe there was a time in your life that you broke up with someone, right? And then so obviously you're taking some time to nurture your emotions, and also you're taking some time to basically recover and bounce back. Those times when you're not feeling well, when you're sad and upset, have a look, maybe think back at those times. How was it affecting your skin condition? Because I know from my personal experience, I had a few really bad breakups in the past. Those times that when I had the bad breakups, I couldn't sleep. And obviously every day I was like crying and all that. And I noticed that my skin condition was like terrible. I had the breakouts, terrible breakouts, like really big pimples, like, on my chin. And also I was not able to sleep. And also at the same time, it was not just the breakouts, my skin was also going crazy. There are some kind of rashes all over my skin. So, this is like me sharing my real experience with you guys, the times that when your emotions are kind of like a little bit crazy, unstable. This is also when your physical health can be a little bit unstable too. So this is why I want everybody to remember emotion plays a big part on your skin as well. Okay. And of course, a lot of women, a lot of men get stressed out a lot, right? So the more stress you get, a lot of times the stress can play a huge can actually do a huge damage to your skin condition too, because stress is a form of emotion, right? And also we all know, we have talked about this before, stress hormone. Okay, so stress hormone cortisol, when that's high, that can do a lot of damage to our body too. Not just like, helping our body store body fat, you gain weight, but also, it does damage to our skin. Okay, so remember this. Second one, E stands for emotions. Now the next one, R stands for rest. That's right. I can write S, but I decided to write rest. Why? Because if I do sleep, then we're only focusing on like, the evening time when we have to go to bed, right? So how much sleep you get, that actually really matters. That's why people always say, you gotta get your beauty sleep. I gotta get my beauty sleep. Like when I sleep well, when I sleep, when I get a good quality amount of sleep, my skin is good and I can look good on camera or whatever, right? So it's actually valid. Okay, so apart from sleep, why I wrote rest is because you also have to actually be mindful of how calm you are. How often do you find yourself feeling relaxed and calm? Okay, so that has something to do with what we just mentioned previously, emotions, right? So the more calm you can be, the more at peace you can be, the better it is for yourself and the better it is for your skin. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys will be complaining saying that, oh, a lot of times when I look at those like rich tai-tais, the rich housewives, they will have like really good skin. Is that because they spend so much money on like skincare, facials and that? Well, yes, that's partially true, but also maybe, for a lot of people, when their life is comfortable, when their financial situation is comfortable, they're able to relax. They're able to, they don't have to stress, right? So they're able to be at peace. They're able to relax. So the more relaxed they are, the more happy they are. And then, when they're happy, then obviously the skin becomes better too, right? So, I mean, that is my theory. Obviously, some of you guys can disagree with that, saying that no, rich people have rich problems too. Oh, that is true. That is true. So whenever I meet people, right, I do actually observe their skin condition. I'm not doing that to judge or to assess anybody, but I do pay attention to that because whenever I meet people, the first thing that I actually pay attention to is their energy. I'm very big on like sensing people's energy, right? So I pay attention to their energy, but also like naturally I pay attention to their skin condition as well, because everyone's skin condition is essentially telling a story. It can actually tell a story of this person, right? And obviously, that's not always 100% accurate, but then one person's skin condition can say a lot about this person's habits, lifestyle, emotions. Yes, and also that person's personality as well. So that is why when I meet people, I actually do pay attention to their skin condition. Okay, so that will actually help me understand about that person too. Okay, right. So this is something that I want to mention. Okay, get plenty of sleep and get plenty of rest, restoration, and try to train yourself and find ways, do the work, practice to be calm, practice to be at peace. Okay, now the next one, O stands for what? Outer nutrition, right? Outside factors. Okay, I decided to use O because it's about anything external, anything outside, right? So before we talk about things inside, now we're talking about things on the outside. Like how do you hydrate your skin? How do you nourish your skin? When I talk about nourishing your skin, I also talk about, like how often do you drink water, and also what kind of beverage do you drink? Do you drink aloe vera? In Herbalife, we have aloe vera, concentrate that you can mix with water, which is amazing for the inside and for the outside. And like a couple of weeks ago, I did an episode on the Herbalife skin range, right? Skincare range. And you guys heard me talking about how all the products contain aloe vera. So on the outside, from, for the external care, you can actually have good, ingredients such as aloe vera to help pure skin, hydrate and also moisturize. Okay, so that is actually very important. So a lot of times, like when I speak about outer influence, outer nutrition, I do have to mention about like makeup. Okay, so firstly, skincare, like what kind of lotions and cream and oil and whatever that you use, right? We do want to, if you can, I know a lot of people prefer like organic stuff, right? I mean, if you prefer that, of course, by all means, go for the organic skincare, because they don't contain much, preservatives and also alcohol and what else, paraben, sulfate, that those kind of like chemical ingredients which are really really harmful for the skin. And what else am I gonna mention? I mean, I'm not like a skincare expert. I'm not a makeup skincare expert, but I know that from a health point point of view, like the more you go for the natural ingredients, the better it is for your skin, right? Having said that, I do have to point out that the Herbalife skincare range is not organic. Right. It is very simple, but it's not organic. I personally love it because what I have found with the organic skincare is that a lot of times they expire very quickly. And I actually have a lot of friends who make their own like organic skincare, which is awesome. For me, because, obviously I'm a big advocate of, Herbalife products, right? And I've been using Herbalife skincare for quite some time. And I love what is it doing to my skin. And also because of all the nutrients, like all the vitamins that the skincare, contains, which I love for my skin. And I don't see any sort of like side effects or anything from the product, which is why I love it and I highly recommend it. Yeah, so basically, my point is, try to keep your skincare simple. Okay, so if you don't do organic, that's fine, but look for the simple skincare that actually contains like nutrients for your skin. Okay, so something simple that is nutritious for your skin, but also keeps your skin like well moisturized. And also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention about collagen. So yeah, just go back to my videos. I made a special episode about collagen. Collagen is very important. You can only get collagen from like, taking in the collagen supplement or taking the collagen from certain like, food, like animal products and food sources. Okay, so that is like the best way for us to help us enhance, boost the production of collagen, right? So the more collagen that we have, not saying like max out on collagen, but when you're able to give your body that collagen enhancement, then this is actually when the collagen can help our skin stay elastic and supple. Okay, so that's very important. So I was talking about outer, right? Outer nutrition. Yeah. So it is actually very important for you to pay attention to, the skincare that you use and also how you are treating your skin from a, external, cream, external application. But also one important thing I have to mention about outer part for the skin is the sun, the UV light. Okay, a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Like especially in summer, a lot of people, especially in the Western countries, like to go out to the beach and get a nice tan and all that, which is fabulous. But I'm a big advocate of doing everything in moderation, right? Like for me, in my opinion, definitely you need to go outdoors, you need to get some sun and soak in some vitamin D. But if you're purposely going out there just to get a good tan and let yourself sleep and purposely like lie under the sun for a long period of time, long as in like half a day or all day, then that is actually doing damage to your skin, right? And I grew up in Australia, and in Australia we have the highest rate of skin cancer. That is because that's because people in Australia love going to the beach and tan, and the sun is extra strong. The UV light is extra strong in Australia, so I have to mention that. Like it's coming from me because I have both worlds. I have the Asian culture and the Western culture, and then I can see the two sides, the two extreme sides of the spectrum. Right on one side, from the Western culture, lots of people love like spending all day under the sun and tan and tan the body as much as you can. And on the other side of the spectrum, from the Asian culture, a lot of Asian ladies are afraid of the sun. They're like staying away from the sun as much as they can because they're that afraid of any kind of UV damage, right? And that is too extreme. Both ends are too extreme, right? So I like to find, the balance in between, meet everybody halfway, meaning that yes, you gotta go out and do sports and enjoy your sun on, outside in the outdoors. You gotta do that, but in moderation. Don't like spend like all day just lying under the sun and like dry yourself up as if you're barbecuing yourself. Because let me tell you, you are doing damage to your skin. Okay, that way you're increasing the chance of getting skin cancer, and also you're actually drying up your skin a lot faster. And when your skin is getting a lot of that sun damage, it ages faster. And when your skin ages faster, it makes you look aged. Okay, so this is coming from kind of a beauty standpoint. And On the other hand, what the Asian ladies are doing is a little bit too extreme, that they're not getting any vitamin D, they're not getting any sun, they like to stay very pale, right? And if you look at my skin, I think I'm very pale because I am naturally kind of pale. Like naturally, my skin tone is like this. So, but in summer, if you look at me, I'm definitely darker in summer. Okay, so but for Asian ladies, they purposely want to look pale, like porcelain skin, pale, and all that because that is the beauty standard, all right? That is what the culture promotes. But for me, I'm just like, nah, 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 nah. Too pale is probably not so good. You want to have that healthy glow, right? You want to have that healthy color due to whatever the sun or whatever environment you are in, right? But don't purposely keep your skin that pale by staying away from the sun. So that's too much, all right? So that's why I want to tell everybody, be careful of how much time that you're spending under the sun, how much that you're tanning yourself. You do have to protect your skin from the UV light, right? So slap on your sunscreen and also, just be mindful of how many hours you're spending outdoor. All right. So that is something I have to mention. Moisturizing is always the way to go. Keep your skin moisturized, and what else? Keep your skin, protected under the sun. These two key things that sound very simple, but trust me, when you are able to do these two key things every day, you're bound to have a nice, healthy, glow skin over a period of time. And trust me, when you have like good amount of like nutrition plus good, external care, in a year time, in a half a year time, 1 year time, you will definitely start to notice that your skin is staying youthful and glowing, and the people around you may start to comment as well, right? So trust me on this. Okay, so after talking about the outside factors, the last thing is hormones. Okay, so I do have to mention about hormones is because a lot of times when, especially in ladies, right, amongst women, a lot of women do experience like hormonal imbalance, especially when you're around the age of like 40 and 50, age range. It is very common for a lot of women to experience hormonal imbalance, and hormonal imbalance can actually cause, like different skin reactions, breakouts, and you name it, right? So this is actually very important. If anybody here is actually going through something like that, you can go check with your doctor or dermatologist, or check with your doctor first. So this is something to pay attention to, right? So I do have to mention about that hormones. Okay, and like a lot of times we can prevent having some kind of hormonal issues by living a healthy lifestyle, a good quality lifestyle, having good quality nutrition. In the nutrition plays a big part, so that can actually help us have healthy hormonal balance, right? But sometimes there are times that it's kind of like unforeseen, so we don't know why it happens. So this is where we have to like try our best to stay positive and happy, and control our emotions, because the better we can actually control our emotions, the better we can be balanced and stable and relaxed and calm, the better our health can be. Okay, so this is based on my personal experience, based on the experience of my own family, their own wellness care, well-being, routines, and also based on a lot of people around me, and based on my own community, and also my clients and students, that I'm sharing with you guys the key factors that affect your skin condition. So how do you get healthy, glowing skin? Remember this formula. Okay, 70% inner nutrition, 30% outer nutrition. And also these 5 key ingredients that I mentioned here. N stands for nutrition, E stands for emotions, R stands for rest, okay? And O stands for outside factors, okay? Outside factors like skincare cream and sun protection, and H stands for hormones. Okay, so these 5 key ingredients are super duper important as a breakdown of the 70% inner nutrition and 30% outer nutrition. So this is the formula for getting healthy, glowing skin. I hope everybody got something out of today's episode and you found it, useful. Okay, and of course, if you guys have any questions, do let me know. Write it in the comments. Okay, don't be shy. Write it in the comment, and I'll be here to answer your questions. And lastly, if you're new here, if you're seeing me for the first time, if you like what you're seeing here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, okay? Because I come here every week to give you guys the best tips to help you become body confident. Okay, I'm going to give you the fun, simple, and healthy way to help you become body confident. Body confident does not mean that you're only just looking good on the outside. It's about you're feeling good on the inside too. All right, so that's it from me here today. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you want to do more stuff with me, like working out and get my coaching on nutrition, Herbalife nutrition coaching, and helping you with weight loss, feel free to join my Authentic Energy Fit Club. Okay, so that is where you can get the coaching from me. All right, apart from that, I think that's it from you. I mean, from me, for you. And everybody, go and enjoy your weekend. And much love to all of you. Take care. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.